Hi, welcome back to Fox and Robin Recording. I am Justin, and today we're going to show you how we mic our floor tom and our rack tom. So like I said, we're going to show you how we do our rack tom here. So I'll pan over to our rack tom and our floor tom here and kind of just show you how we use the mics that we do and what we use on those drums. And we'll just take a look here. So as you can see, we have our rack tom here, which is a 12-inch, I believe. Might be even a 10, but I'm pretty sure it's a 12. You can see we've got it placed here in our drum kit with our cymbals all around us. And the microphone is not that far. It's only maybe 2 or 3 inches from the actual tom itself. Now you might notice that this isn't your typical microphone. It's not like a 57 or SM57 or SM58 or anything that you might see. It's a little bit different. It's the Warm Audio W19. I highly recommend this microphone. If you can get your hands on one, I highly recommend them. They got multi-patterns. They do all great things. We got some reviews on them. But anyways, the tom, you can kind of see it's kind of angled, and it's trying to hit this center spot right here. We're trying to hit more of this center area of the tom because that's where your stick is supposed to be hitting. You're supposed to be smacking the drum more in the middle, and we kind of want to capture the entirety of the drum. So that kind of helps us do that by pointing that microphone more towards the middle. There are some mic settings that we do use, like pads and stuff like that, because the drums are high. They're a high SPL level, so they're very loud when you hit them, so you don't want to distort your mic. So that's kind of some settings we use. This one does multi-patterns, which I think we have set in a cardioid, which is kind of typical to like 57, 58 from Shure. You can check those models out. The SM58 and 58, 57, and F58 are great microphones. I can't recommend them enough either. That's what we've used forever. But we've been using these lately and been very happy. So, but you can try other things once you kind of get your tone dialed in here with your mic and everything. Maybe you want to add another microphone off to the side here that's capturing kind of the rim, or maybe a bottom mic. So there's just different things you can try with something along this pickup pattern and kind of this setup here. Now you'll notice that it's on a stand. It's not like mounted. You'll see them where they'll mount them to the tom. You can get weird vibrations when you do that. So you got to be careful in that aspect. So let's show you what we have done with our floor tom, which is also very similar to this. So as you can also see, we've done a similar thing with our floor tom. We kind of mic them similar, even with the same microphone. We use the same WA19 microphone. They're large diaphragm condensers. They sound great. The silver side is always the front, so just if you haven't noticed, you may only see a black. If it's facing silver, it's usually backwards, but it's what it is. We're doing kind of the same thing. It's backed up a little bit further though. You can kind of maybe see instead of being 2 inches, I think the other one was 2. This one's more like 4 inches away from the tom. We're just trying to get a little more body of the floor tom. And it sometimes moves closer and further away. Just depends on who's playing and how hard they hit. But we're still trying to do the same thing. We're trying to hit the center of the drum, kind of here, point the microphone so it kind of lines up. And also helps maybe with some phasing too, but mostly we're just trying to capture the entirety of the drum. So it's the same thing as the rack tom, where we're trying to point it towards the center and hopefully get the best sound that we can. So since we do that and we're trying to get the best sound that we can, you can notice that we might even eventually add a side mic that's capturing more of the rim, or a bottom mic that's capturing the bottom of the toms. And it's all stuff that you can try. Like I said, with the rack tom, you can do the same thing. You could do it where there's different tops and bottoms and just different things like that. So this is how you use this type of mic on a floor tom and various others as well. So as you can see, that's how we mic our toms with the WA14s. I highly recommend you get a pair of them if you can. If not, use a pair of 57s or some 58s, or experiment and see what other mics, and kind of try to do the same thing with some other mics that you might have. Just be careful clamping them. Like we have ones that come with clamps that clamp onto the drum. Just be careful, because sometimes you can get a little bit of vibration into your microphones, and that can cause them to phase or just be a little weird, like weird. You hear maybe some light distortion or something. It depends on how it vibrates, but just be careful with those and experiment and have some fun. So we're grateful that you've stuck around and watched this video. Hopefully it has shown you how to mic your toms in the way that most pros do. Pros do it this way too. So Be on the lookout for some other videos. Also, go check out our snare and our kick drum video on how to use a single mic on those. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and make some music. We'll see you next time.